I always boarded the third coach, fourth row from the door. And the seat beside me was always taken by the same man. I didn't know his name. We never really spoke. But he was there. Every morning. He had this old, worn-out copy of a book, its cover faded, pages yellowed, spine taped up like it had been through a war. He read it every single day, as if the words might change if he looked hard enough. Sometimes, he'd smile at a sentence. Other times, he'd pause, close his eyes, and just breathe. It wasn't the smile of someone happy, but someone holding on to a small piece of happiness. We shared that seat for almost a year. Never exchanged more than polite nods. But his presence became part of my routine, like the hum of the train tracks or the way sunlight fell through the window at 7:28. Then, one Monday morning. He wasn't there. I thought maybe he'd missed the train. But Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, still no sign. By the second week, I realized something terrifying. I didn't even know how to find him. I didn't know his name, his stop, his voice. All I knew was the seat beside me was empty. Months passed. I moved seats. Not because I wanted to, but because staring at that empty space hurt too much. One rainy afternoon, I was walking past a small bookstore near the station. And then I saw it. That same book. The same cover, the same wear, the same taped-up spine. I stepped inside, picked it up, my hands shaking. And there, on the very first page, was a handwritten note. To the one who sat beside me every morning on the 7:15. You never asked my name, and I never asked yours. But you made my mornings less lonely. I was sick. I didn't tell you, because I didn't want to be remembered for that. This was my favorite book. I read it to make the train rides feel longer, so I could sit beside you just a little more. If you're reading this, I hope you know, you were the only part of my day that felt alive. The handwriting stopped there. No signature. Just silence. I stood there for a long time, clutching that book. Realizing I had sat next to a man who had quietly made me part of his last days. And now, the seat beside me will never be filled the same way again.